Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico from the Creativity Cave, and I wanted to share with you information about our new mini catalog. It's live today. Woohoo! And in this mini catalog, there are all kinds of new papers and oh, look at that paper. It's so gorgeous. And so I am bringing back paper shares and samplers. So let me walk you through what that all means. Okay, so in a share, let's keep those words. So a share is going to be a quarter pack of all the papers, okay? So you're going to get all of these sheets included in your package, which are so awesome. And of course, most of them are double-sided. There's a couple that aren't, but you'll get all of these 6x6 papers, a quarter pack of everything. So, oh, look at this glimmer paper. This just makes me so happy. And it is just in the best colors, the red, and then there's a lighter green and a darker green. And then we've got, this is one of those ones, actually, same with the glimmer, that's one-sided, so there's nothing on the back. But you're going to get all of these papers in your share. And there are several options. Oops, there we go. That you can combine your paper share with an add-on, and I'll explain what that is, but we want to keep going through this paper. So it's going to include all of the new papers from the mini catalog. So this was just the Sentimental Christmas. This is the Reindeer one. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And of course, again, there's two sides to all of this paper, which I just love. Look at that plaid. Bring this out just a little further so you can see it. Those trees are so fun. Look at this ice skating reindeer. You just can't go wrong. This so reminds me of the good old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you know, like the stop motion. Oh, I loved that. Reminds me of my childhood. This, oh, I don't know the name. This is the Snowy Scenes designer series paper. Oh, so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. I love this paper so much. Oh, super fun. Really great patterns on this paper. So, so many really wonderful things. Of course, many of these are for Christmas, but many of them are ones you can use for Christmas and beyond, which I, of course, love. Then we've got this gorgeous paper. Oh my gosh, you guys, this paper is so beautiful. Bring this out. It's so vibrant, and you can see the backside is like a kind of a tone-on-tone print. Oh, look at that. So gorgeous for fall and definitely beyond fall and winter. Such beautiful papers. Oh my goodness, I love this paper so much. And it is just rich, beautiful colors. Then we've got, this is the Nests of Winter. So there's birds and some fun little prints. I'm not a bird fan, to be honest, but this paper really makes me actually kind of like them. And what's also fun is some of these designs will be cut out by the dies that coordinate. And then look at this. The back sides of these papers are so pretty. So it's just gorgeous paper. And oh, love all of this. So much fun. Then this one is really fun too. This is just some good old red and green and white paper. Kind of that traditional Christmas color design. And oh, love that pattern. Love those dots. Just wonderful stuff. Sorry, I'm skipping through. And then this one is just the most amazing. I think this is called Autumn Splendor. And so there's a beautiful scene on one side, and then there's this pretty kind of solid-ish pattern of kind of textury pattern on the back. Look at that. So beautiful. Okay, so this is the share. And then I have samplers. And a sampler is something we did a few years ago, and we're going to do them again this year. And you can get, so we're going to make a sampler. Here's an example of one, but I'll show you how they come. By the way, one of the papers has these little cutouts, so you'll get some of these as well with your share. So that's part of the share. Now, in the sampler, let me explain how these work. So these will come like this in a sheet protector. Your paper will be printed with the name of the DSP, the item code, and then all the colors that coordinate. You will get a 2x4 inch piece of each paper, which you will then cut in half and then flip one of the sides over. I'm going to show you exactly how that will work. And then you will also get a hunk of each paper. I have punched mine out, but you can cut it into a square, whatever you want. To make this affordable, we're just throwing a scrap in there for you, and I'll explain what I mean as I put this together. But here's another one from the Season of Elegance. Oh, this is probably one of my top papers. Of course, I love the snowy scenes. Here's another one. This one has that distressed paper that's just one-sided, and then the festive glimmer paper, which is one-sided. I haven't added the coordinating colors just because they're all kind of one color, but anyway, so let's put one of these together. It's really simple. You're going to pull this out of the page protector, and again, we've put all the coordinating pieces in the packet. So we don't label the colors, but they're relatively easy to pick out. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my trimmer and cut these in half. And we chose to leave them as a 2x4 so it would be easy for you to mix and match, or match up the right pieces. So the idea behind this is that when you cut this in half, you're gonna have two 2x2 squares. You'll flip one over so that you can see what each side looks like. Okay, so same thing here. We'll cut this in half, and then you can flip one. So like this one's prettier because the bird is centered. So I'll put that on the one side, and then we just keep going down the row. What I like to do is cut them all in half and then lay them out on my sheet so I can see where they, how they fit. Okay. Oh, but isn't this paper just awesome? Like I said, I'm not even a big fan of birds, but I really like the paper. So I think this one is a little better looking, and then we'll flip that over. And then our final piece is this one. There are a few papers where, it kind of depends on the portion of the paper that you actually receive in your kit, but you definitely will get the idea. All right, so now let's adhere those. So I'm going to flip them over, which you might think is weird, but that's how I roll. I'm going to put a little adhesive on the backs of each of these, and then I'm going to line them up. And I want to make sure that I am leaving some room in the center here, because that's where we're going to put those little swatches of our colored cardstock to coordinate. And I love that the names of all of them are kind of listed right here. Some of the papers, like this one in particular, have quite a few coordinating colors. Most of them are more like, 4, 5, 6 colors. This one has quite a few, which is a little bit of an anomaly. You also want to make sure that you're putting these on so that they fit on here, meaning there's enough room to get all of your pieces. So sometimes I like working from the bottom up. Okay, so I'm just going to flip these all over. So again, I'm put them pretty close to the bottom and place them on like so. And then we're going to add those coordinating colors of paper to the center. Okay, now I'm taking an old one. This is a 3/4 inch circle punch. This is a retired punch from Stampin' Up. You might have a flower or a heart, or we used to have like this little label that went with the alphabet stamp set. Whatever punch you might have that you'd like to use, I'm just going to punch these little swatches out so that I can adhere a little coordinating piece to each of these. If you don't have a punch that you like for this, you can just trim these to be like an inch square. The pieces we put in your packet will fit an inch or 3/4 of an inch square. That 3/4 of an inch square might fit a little better just because of, these ones with a lot of colors that coordinate. Now, why aren't we punching them out for you? Because literally the amount of time it takes to make that happen, we would kind of have to charge about double for this. So in order to keep the cost down for you, we're just going to put a swatch in, like I'm showing you, like a little piece like this, and then you can assemble it however you like. So I kind of like... Now, I do have these in order of the list. So black, blueberry bushel, cherry cobbler, coastal cabana, copper clay, crumb cake, daffodil delight, garden green, granny apple green, gray granite, night of navy, pumpkin pie, real red, and shaded spruce. Now, what happens if you're not sure about the color? Well, this is where... first of all, it shouldn't be too hard because you're only going to get the colors that go with this paper in your packet. So it's pretty easy. If you held real red next to cherry cobbler, you should be able to tell that this is cherry because it's darker and this is real red because it's lighter. But if you're not sure, just pull your catalog out and look. You might also have samples, like maybe you have a packet of this cardstock at home or assortment that you can kind of compare and contrast to see if the colors look right. But it's just kind of up to you. You could also use like an ink pad to help you, though cardstock and ink don't match. Sometimes there's a little bit of a difference there. But that can help you also figure out the difference, between a couple of colors if you're struggling. And then, of course, you can always compare it to the catalog itself, because I'm guessing most of you have a catalog. Okay, so then what you can do is you can put this back in your packet like that. And then you can store these either in a 3-ring binder, or I don't happen to have this packet of DSP handy, but like pretend this was the Nests of Winter pack of DSP. I can throw it either in the front or in the back so that I can refer back to this. Okay, so I love how this is all kind of put together to make it really easy for you to use. So I've got a link. I'll even link it up here in the video for you to order these. You can get the Share plus the samplers. So this is a sampler. The 6x6 is the Share. And you can also get just the mini catalog, or you can also get samplers for the online exclusives paper. That's the papers that came out like with this last round. So that's like the season of green and gold and whatnot. So that's in there as well. So anyway, you can check all that information out. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to help you. These will ship the week of September 20th, roughly. So maybe earlier if we can get them out sooner for you, but the sooner you order, the sooner we can ship it. So get your shares and samplers ordered, and we can't wait to help you use these. Now, how do I use these? So if I was sitting down to make a project, I could take my sampler out and say, okay, I want to design a card. I can use one of these colors as my card base. Okay, so it's going to be Poppy Parade, not Real Red, so that's good to know. So I can pull out a card base of Poppy Parade, and then I can choose a paper that's going to go nicely with this, and that will just help me put together, you know, a card. So it helps you kind of design, and then you can also see, okay, what are the patterns and what sides do they coordinate with? So if I want to use this kind of plaidi pattern with the snowflakes, okay, that will work. They're two different pieces. Or gosh, if I wanted to add like the snowflakes with some of the penguins, okay, I can do that. You know, it just helps you figure out what matches. And then, you know, if that's what I'm going to do, if I'm going to use this and this, I probably don't want a red card base. I'm probably going to go with either garden green or pool party as my card base. So again, it just really helps you kind of figure out what is going to match so that when you're designing your card, it's easy to pick the pieces that are going to work together. So anyway, I hope that helps. It's a great reference tool, and it's also wonderful to keep kind of a history and a log of the DSPs as time goes on, because I know how y'all hoard your DSP, because I do too. So anyway, if you have questions, please holler. Otherwise, thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.